Hello there, my name is Thomas. I'm representing today investmentexcel.com, a platform on the internet where you can retrieve material and supporting material within topics in economics and finance. Normally somewhat more advanced than you will normally find on the net. Anyway, today's session, it's about a highly popular topic about how to retrieve from the internet for free data on stocks and all other asset classes. Investment Excel has spent a lot of time on building an application that will allow you to essentially download whatever ticker, whatever asset class you like, as long as it's available on the popular site yahoo.com finance. This solution that we have built is a slightly complicated algorithm that allows you to automatically download from a very simple dashboard or control panel, from where you can type in all your required settings. This solution here is followed by instructions and Q&As as well. Alright, let's take a look at it, and as we go forward I will tell you a little bit more about some of the drawbacks, some of the caveats of a product where you download from unsecure sources, basically on the internet. Okay, let's see how the dashboard looks like, and we have it here. So in this sheet you control, you manage your time series, the asset class, the assets that you would like to retrieve time series on, and we simply start from the control panel. And here we have, first you choose an asset class, and you can choose among maximum 10, but you can decide yourself which asset class it should be. So in a sheet that we call options, we have all the manually available changing options, and in there you simply change the asset class options. If you like to have, say for instance, derivatives, you could put it in here, and down here we have the names within the asset class. So I'll just take for instance from Denmark. It identified 166 securities from the Danish stock universe, and we have them here. And all these identifiers, all these tickers, those are someone that you will type yourself in the option arc. So the names of the tickers here, they are not retrieved from the internet. That would generate even more insecurity in the downloading process. So you'll have to type in yourself your desired tickers that you follow. I have typed in to start the platform some tickers. So okay, within Denmark I'd like to look at Ambu, medical company, and I simply add it, and you will see up here, and perhaps also a Norwegian equity, Aker, and maybe an ETF. I'll just start with these two. And if you type wrong the Aker, you can delete it and then type in, say, the Swedish equity instead. We'll take Björn Borg, tennis player. You can clear the list, obviously. Then we go out and you start again, and then you have to choose between two key figures. Yahoo, they only gives you the option of 6, and 4 of them, they are prices, and the two last are date and volume. So I have chosen that you can choose between the closing price of yesterday's exchange on the asset and the adjusted close. And the adjusted close is the price that is adjusted for splits and corporate actions in terms of dividends. So this adjusted close price allows you to calculate the total return of the stock. So here with the close price you calculate the price return, but this underestimates the true return of the stock or the bond. So with the adjusted close you can calculate yourself the total return. And here you simply type in start date and end date. It doesn't really matter if you type in a week date, the system will automatically configure to the trading date. Frequency, you cannot unfortunately choose a year directly as a source variable from Yahoo. They only have date, week and month. So, and if you have any questions, you go to the Q&A, and here we have a lot of questions on how the system works, what the variables are. Down here we have something about, you could say it's the terms of conditions. What are my rights? Please refer to the Investment Excel site and so on. And the most important thing is here that it's your own responsibility. You are aware that you are downloading from a source on the internet, and that the provider of the data can change their system so that the code will not work perhaps at some point in the future. This is something that Yahoo does to avoid that customers they automatically retrieve from algorithms like the ones that we have built. Also, of course, if there is a download failure, a file crash or something, it's all, of course, your own responsibility. The code is available. You simply type ALT F11 and you'll get to the code, and it's in here. Here I just have instructions on how to carry out the retrieval of data, just following what I've just said here. And now I think we are where we can test if we can find a time series the last 3 years on Ambu and Björn Borg. Okay, and sometimes the algorithm cannot access. It happens 1 out of 50 times, perhaps less. I have simulated it, so you just try again, and there we go. And here we have all the data, and one particular feature about this algorithm is that it sorts by date. So you will end up with a data set that is aligned on the data. So it's not the raw data you will see, because normally when you retrieve data like this from a source, you could have unequal or uneven data. So one data series could be longer than the other one, so that you could not go to one date and say this is the price on Ambu on that day and this is the price on Björn Borg that day, because there might be some gaps in the dates where there is no price. And as I will show you in some time series, we have weekdays as well, and many other things. So the most complicated thing about building an automated system like this is to calibrate the time series so that the prices of the assets are aligned on the same date. And this is something that Yahoo does a lot of preventing. So they put in several things in their code, in their download time series. So this is quite difficult to achieve. But investmentexcel.com so far has managed to do it. All right. So in this way, you can simply take the two time series, build graphs, econometric analysis, and so on. Now we have two very simple products, and they actually, I think, have prices on the same date, because both are from, or the one is from the OMX in Denmark and the other from Sweden, and we follow the same calendar, week calendar, same holiday calendar. But let's try to visualize a somewhat more complicated product. Let's go into the crypto universe and find the most liquid assets in terms of the price of a Bitcoin in dollars, and I will add this. I will also show you what happens if we choose an asset that doesn't contain any data. I have tested that. The Brent crude here, the Brent crude ticker that I have found is not the right Brent crude ticker. There must be another one out there. You can find it if you like to see the Brent crude. But this is just to show you how the system works when we have some difficult challenges with the time series. So I will continue here with closing price, same period and same frequency and date. And let's see what happens if I choose these. Okay, it says that the below assets don't contain data. That's what I said. The Brent crude oil tickers BZ equals F doesn't contain any data. And if that's the case, it just puts in not available on the aligned date. And now, one thing you should be aware of here, it's perhaps a bit technical, but the way the system works is by retrieving the data series for the asset that has the longest data series, and then align the other one to it. So in this case, for instance, Bitcoin has prices throughout all weekdays and holidays. You see here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is not the system building all dates from the start date. This is actually the pricing dates of the Bitcoin. And this is why you will see that we have not available for Björn Borg and Ambu on these 2 days. And guess what they are? Yes, you're right. This is Saturday and Sunday. But this is the only way to build the system. If you like to align the data, you must take the gross, the asset with the gross data series, and then fill in the other ones based on that. Alright, so, and this you could do, as I said, for all asset classes. What you need is just to go, if you can't find the ticker yourself, in the option arc, and this is here where you can type in under each asset class. You have to type in the ticker, the available ticker in the drop down box on the first page. You also have to type in the name. Of course, the name is not as important. The system doesn't use the name. It's just for your convenience. And if you like to change the asset class, you need to do it down here. Oh, sorry. No, you don't have. Everything is changed in this setting here. So you can change here if you just like, say, Morocco equity instead here. Morocco. Then you type in the tickers for Morocco equities in here, and we will see that Morocco turns up here with this, say, Morocco tick test, and it Morocco test. Okay, there's a slight problem here. Okay, no problem. There is a setting. Okay, I'll just check that out. But anyway, this module here constitutes the building block for another session, another module we have built, where you can conduct your own fundamental analysis on both indices and asset classes, individual assets. And we also have a module on how to build technical models. Actually, we have a part of that module is to generate a top 5 ranking of best technical models among simulated 100 back in time. Alright, but please refer to those other sessions and algorithms on investmentexcel.com under the training panel. Alright, this was about it. Thank you.